Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning in to the day's energy, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Awesome. Fantastic. All right. So we've got a lot of cards came out in the past energy. Okay, it looks like in the past you're feeling afraid to make moves, feeling mentally stuck, feeling there's a real stuck energy. The beliefs that you have at the time in the past are keeping you stuck. It looks like you're wanting to learn a new way of being because the way you've been exploring your life, how you've been operating in the past is too limited, and it feels like your fears are dictating your moves. Yeah, there's a lack of trust of yourself. But it doesn't feel like you believe in yourself very much in the past. And so you're stuck. It's almost like there's fear of failure, perfection pictures, like believing that you have to be perfect instead of learning as you go. Whatever your situation in the past, your belief system, belief structures, it feels like fear-based. They're keeping you from acting in the way you want to. So it looks like the time that I'm tuned into, you're changing that. You're reconnecting the dots in a different way. Okay, and then there's someone else's energy in the past that's influencing this desire for change. It feels like the environment that you're in is no longer stable, no longer secure. It feels like the timeline that you're on is ending. Like end of the road with a subway or a train route. Last stop kind of energy here. It feels like you explored this timeline, the way of operating, and until the end of the road. It feels like you thought that it would lead to somewhere, not an ending. It feels like it's a romantic connection, a romantic partnership, and you're taking it all the way past the expiration date to the end. It's like last stop. I get the feeling that there's a lack of loyalty that I'm perceiving here in this relationship. It feels like this relationship didn't grow, didn't mature, didn't expand. And that's why it's getting to this last stop energy. There's also a toxic feminine energy in the mix here. Someone not nurturing, not loving, not abundant, not confident. This is someone who rules in a toxic way, a toxic feminine energy. This could be a third party. So I'm tuning into a connection, a relationship. And it feels like, it didn't go where you expected it to when you jumped on this train. And it didn't lead to the stops that you wanted it to, expansion, growth, happiness. Instead, there's third-party energy. I get the feeling that when you recognized this third-party energy, it feels like you might have been like, this is the end. This is where I get off this ride. Feels like you made very clear decisions. There's something about how cruel this toxic feminine energy is. I don't even feel like you might not even have never met this person. And yet they're behind the scenes creating a lot of betrayal and a lot of cruelty for you. It doesn't feel like this person is just having an affair. This feels like someone's trying to take your person. Proud of it too. Proud of the pain that they're creating for you. This is weird because in a way I get the feeling just intuitively that this toxic feminine third party energy, it feels like they've been hurt in relationships. And instead of having compassion, not wanting to create that type of hurt for others, instead this person's like in a survival mode and out for blood. This is just, it feels like at some point in the past you're recognizing that this relationship is filled with lying, cheating, stealing. There's no opportunities for you here. You're having to invite in the energy of the truth. These are hard and uncomfortable truths that I'm tuning into. Having to accept the reality of this situation. Feels like you stayed on in with this relationship to the bitter end. Really. It looks like this following your truth serves you well. You start building stability and security for yourself. What's interesting is your energy is showing up in the past as healthy, Queen of Pentacles energy, upstanding, loving of those, nurturing in the environment, abundant, stable, security. Feels like you have access to that. It feels like you're following your truth. It feels like you're not allowing what this third party is trying to create as much pain as possible. A lot of lies spying on you. Again, I get the feeling you might not even know who this person is. You would know that there was a third party. You're not hearing it here first. I'm not surprising you with that. You know in the past, if this is your reading, that there was a third party, but it doesn't feel like you even know who this person is. Hadn't met them, maybe still haven't. And it's wild that they feel so confident, creating such cruelty and hardship for someone they haven't even met. So it feels like the person that you're breaking up with must have told quite a story about how bad you are. A lot of lies and deception here. For some of you, they even try to, triangulation is what I'm seeing. Turn your kids against you. It feels like this relationship ending, coming to an end, is a painful ending. And purposefully, you're the person you're breaking up with and their third party are creating as painful as an ending for you as possible. Maybe even turning your children against you. This is a whole thing. This is, it also feels very unfair. So many people ganging up on someone to purposely create heartache and betrayal and loss. Feels like that it's purposeful. How can I create as much pain for the viewer as possible? All right. Moving on to the present energy, we've got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It feels like you pulled your energy away. You're no longer investing in something that you wanted. At one time, you were trying to grow. This feels like the relationship in the past that you spent a lot of your time and focus. Feels like the longer you're in this relationship, the more you're pulling your energy away from everything else and just focusing on this relationship, giving it your all. And I think that's also why it's so devastating that it didn't work out, is it feels like by the time this is ending that there's nothing much else in your life other than this relationship that you are giving your all to, but it feels like it's already expired. So in this current energy, it feels like you've pulled your energy from this past connection, this past relationship. Wow. It looks like since you pulled your energy away, stopped investing in a relationship and people who are definitely, they're not investing in you. They're actively against you is what it feels like and looks like. So once you pulled your energy away and stopped focusing on this relationship, this person, then you find a lot of stability. Feels like you might have gone no contact or low contact. You're focusing on your finances, on your stability, on your security, your abundance, and it's taking you to a new space of happiness, joyful celebration. I love it. Okay. For some of you, it looks like this past relationship breakup might have been a marriage, because there's, in this current energy, there's a broken contract. Let's look at what that broken contract is. What's the broken contract in the current energy? What does the viewer need to know about this broken contract? Thank you. Main female, unexpected money reversed, the house reversed, murky thoughts reversed. Feels like murky thoughts reversed is someone saying something. Instead of holding it in and thinking it, they're saying it. And it's murky thoughts. This is some way of communicating that it feels like who I'm tuned into would say nasty things behind closed doors, felt very comfortable. This feels Nasty. Not like fun nasty, like murky thoughts. Yeah, it's nothing nice to say. Unexpected money in reverse. So there's some type of, it feels like this person broke the contract. Very well could be the marriage contract that I'm tuned into. Third parties in the past. So it feels like someone broke the marriage contract. And it feels like there's financial motivations behind it, and then main female. This feels like your energy. So somehow they wanted to break this contract with you because they were expecting some type of financial gain. I'm getting a separate message, like this person isn't keeping it to themselves. Whatever their inside thoughts are on the outside, like they're telling on themselves. Feels like this energy that I'm tuned into is who broke the contract. So your ex, whoever we've been describing here. And it feels like they're saying the quiet part out loud. Thinking some bravado. And it's not getting them the success that they want. Whatever this broken contract did not lead to success. There's actually a lack of success here. And now they're stuck. This is one of my worst cards, I guess, in the tarot. Difficult cards to overcome. A lot of thoughts. This person's imprisoned by their thoughts. It feels like a lot of fears. It feels like they are trapped and stuck someplace that they thought you were going to be. I think that's what they expected for you with this third party. This was the plan, the plot, was to break the contract with you. Somehow there's a financial benefit, but they weren't successful. And now they're very nervous. They're stuck and fearful. Any other messages? Because you have options. You have a lot of options. It feels like this person and the people around this person in the past were trying to make it so you didn't have any options. They wanted options. They wanted celebration. They wanted abundance. They wanted happiness. But they weren't operating in those energies in the past. They wanted abundance, security, stability, joy, fun, ease, celebration, lots of options. So to get that energy, you become that energy. You become abundant. You become secure. You become stable. You invite in celebration, joy, love. That's how you get to where you are, is choosing those energies and marinating in those energies. And what they've done in the past, as I'm perceiving, is tried to create a very positive, oh, this will be wonderful, by using deception, manipulation, pain, confusion, hurt, lying, cheating, stealing, trying to steal someone's opportunities, trying to make it so they can't move on. So they operated in the energies in the past, and they are still in those energies. They're getting the results of being in that energy. It looks like you followed the truth in the past, Ace of Swords. Even though there were uncomfortable truths, it feels like, all right, this is my reality. I can't work with lies and deception, but I can work on truths, and I can change what I can accept. You can't change what you don't accept is there. You don't acknowledge. It feels like, as difficult as this past was, that you didn't lose yourself in it, in the change. And so you've created, by staying in the energy of what you want, you are receiving it. And these people operated in a whole different way, and they're kind of like, well, why didn't I get what I wanted from this? Well, they weren't in that energy. They weren't loving, generous, stable, secure. So this is just it feels karmic. No one's out to get this person or people. It's not punishment. It's just literally you put the energy out. You like attracts like. And so this person kept putting out lying, cheating, stealing, and they're still in that energy. They weren't successful. Anything, let's see. I'm not getting anything more about the broken contract and the money. Let's see in what's hidden if anything else comes out. We've got the Strength card in reverse in what's hidden. It looks like insecurity, worries, allowing fears to dictate how you move. Who's feeling, thank you. This is the person from the past. They were in this win at any cost energy in the past. And now it looks like they're feeling defeated, feeling insecure. There's a lack of confidence. Feels like in the past they acted very confidently, full chest with how they were showing up and how they were treating you, and they felt very justified that this was righteous how they were treating you. And now in what's hidden, this person feels very insecure. It doesn't feel like they have a fight in them. And it feels like they, it's a real feeling of defeat here. And they're looking at you having all those options. 7 of Cups again showing up. And then Ace of Cups. You have a lot of options. You're in flow state. You're overflowing. The Ace of Cups usually has the cup is overflowing. But this is beautiful energy. It's hard not to pull away from it. It's beautiful to tune into. It feels like you love yourself. It feels like the love you have for yourself, for your world. You feel very loving, like you're a very loving person. In flow, going with the flow. Lots of options. And I think the proof is in the pudding here. And it feels like in the past, if we would have taken a snapshot of the past energy, then you might have felt like a complete devastation or loss, but you didn't match or mirror this person's energy, your ex, I'll call them, or the third party. You might have had some indication that something like this was going on because you're right in the middle of it and being treated so poorly, so cruelly, unnecessarily. It feels like that was part of the fun. There's just a lot of icky energy, a lot of cruelty. And so what I'm seeing in this present energy is the result of what you put out, you get back. What you are the vibration of, more you attract more of that. So you have been very steady, very secure, and it looks like your finances are doing well or on the rise. You're having fun, you're celebrating life, and you have a lot of opportunities. Way to go. That's fantastic. All right. In the advice and outcome, we've got 10 of Wands reverse, Ace of Pentacles reverse, 6 of Cups reverse. This feels like this person's energy that I'm talking about. Oh, boy, this totally makes sense energetically, looking at the pattern from the past to the present to the outcome. It's proof. It's an example that taking care of you, taking care of your energy, working on you makes all the difference. It feels like this person is very burdened. That's a good way of saying that. Yeah, they feel burdened, unstable, insecure, lack of confidence. They feel defeated, burdened, defeated. They don't have any new opportunities. Feels like they might have alienated themselves from some of their family members, maybe children, by this whole plot. If there are children involved, it feels like this person feels very, yes, in the past it looks like they were trying to create blocks between you and your children, like triangulation, maybe even you and your family of origin. Like this person wants everyone against you. This person really wanted to control you, control your narrative, control how everyone perceives you. It doesn't look like that worked. As a matter of fact, it had the opposite effect. It looks like if you would have engaged in this energy and tried to match their energy, tried to mirror their energy, tried to fight it, then you wouldn't be having this reading. It feels like you went a whole different route. You trusted yourself, trusted your guidance, slow and steady. Wow. All right. Anything else? Cue. Strength card. So in what's hidden, the Strength card was reversed. You have an incredible inner strength, confidence, confirmation beep. It feels like if you didn't have this strength, how could you get through this? It feels like there were so many people against you in the past. It feels like you focused on you, on who you are. You refuse to act out of character. And it feels like you're just continuing on a very loving path. You're strong, you're powerful, you're resilient, capable, flexible, adaptable. It doesn't look like you are giving attention to this person, any of these people. Feels like you're allowing this past situation for you to accept the truth, the painful truth the reality of the situation. And it feels like instead of convincing people, trying to get people on your side, tell your side of the story, tell your narrative, instead you just allowed people to show you where they stand. As painful as that is, it feels like another uncomfortable truth. But it feels like that has given you the strength. Instead of trying to convince people to care for you or about you, just trusting in yourself, trusting in the direction that you're taking. Any other messages? Feels complete there. Absolutely wonderful. I hope this is helpful. Have a great day. Bye.